Hi, my name is Sherry Ayland. I've helped my clients pay zero taxes using the tools that we will be talking about in this Zero Tax Blueprint video series. The average American works more than 100 days a year just to pay their taxes before they get to keep anything for themselves. The scary part is that nearly 60% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency bill without going into debt. And for those who are able to build meaningful wealth, roughly 70% of families lose their wealth by the second generation and 90% by the third. There are three main topics that people pursuing the American dream are concerned with financially: saving taxes, building wealth, and leaving a legacy. Here's a quote from Robert Kiyosaki that kind of sums it all up. It's not how much money you make, but how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. The Zero Tax Blueprint is about keeping what you earn, growing it, and protecting it so that it works for you and your family for generations. To learn how you can pay zero taxes without breaking any rules, even if you make $300,000 or more a year, click the link in the description. So for our Zero Tax Blueprint, we need a framework. We will use the Mark Kohler trifecta as our foundation. The trifecta starts with your revocable living trust, and this allows your wealth or your legacy to pass on to future generations more efficiently. The second part on the left side is your income and operations. This is where you'll be paying your taxes. This is also how you will fund the right side, your assets and passive income. Now, the right side is where you're building your wealth and using this to save those taxes that you are paying on the left side. So now that we have the foundation, how your income, assets, and trust all work together, let's break it down into three core pillars of your Zero Tax Blueprint. One is income optimization, the second is wealth building, and the third is wealth preservation. In the next videos, I'll walk you through each pillar and show you the tools that tie them all together so you can keep more of what you earn, grow it faster, and protect it for generations. So for income optimization, we're going to be talking about entity structure, just making sure you have the right type of entity for your different purposes. Secondly is passive versus non-passive income. Number 3 is material participation. And number 4 is documentation and record keeping. This is where we make sure that you have the most efficient entity structure and understand what it takes to have all these entities work together. Under wealth building, we're going to talk about the $25,000 special allowance, the short-term rental loophole, real estate professional status, and the self-rental loophole. These are the main strategies for building your assets and wealth while at the same time providing tax savings to offset your operational income. And for wealth preservation, we're going to be talking about the revocable living trust, the 1031 exchange, liability protection, and depreciation recapture. When everything is structured right, or the most optimized for your situation, you want to be able to preserve that for yourself as well as your heirs. Finally, we'll talk about the tools that bring all this together. And this includes depreciation, bonus depreciation, cost segregation, and basis. These are all things that you need to understand how they work in order to maximize your returns. So in this series, we'll start with the topics I get the most questions about, the ones that have the biggest impact on your taxes and cash flow right now. From there, we'll build this toward the strategies that help you grow what you earn, protect what you've built, and make sure it keeps working for you and your family for generations. This is the Zero Tax Blueprint, and we're just getting started. Be sure and check out my other videos on the channel and share with someone you think might benefit from them.